He was not just responding to the instruction, because though the instruction was difficult, but he heard more of the promise of God. That he has promised that in the land in which I'm going, though I don't know the land, but in that land, he's going to make me a great nation. In that land, he will make my name to be great. In that land, he will bless me to become a blessing. In that land, he will do what he said he's going to do. So Abraham was not just responding to the instruction of leaving his country, of leaving his people, but he was also responding to the promise of God. That is why the Bible says, and Abraham believed against unbelief, because he knew that the one who had promised was also able to fulfill. So he was enticed by the promise of God. He was enticed by the God who had a promise that in the land in which I'm going, he will make me a great nation. That is why the Bible says, and Abraham believed in the promises of God, and it was counted to him as righteousness. Things that are not as though that they are, he was going to be able to do it. Family, I've come to understand that we don't embark in the journey. I've never seen a man who was called by God to do something that was within his power. The Bible tells us that when he appeared in the burning bush to Moses, Moses said, "No, you know that I'm a stammerer. You know that I cannot speak. And by the way, you know I ran away from Pharaoh. How can you send me back there? How can you send me in the land that I ran away from?" So Moses was afraid. He was scared. He said, "No, I don't want to talk. I don't know how to talk." Because every time you measure yourself with what God is telling you to do, you are always going to find yourself falling short. You are always going to find yourself unable to meet up to the standard. You are always going to disqualify yourself because your strength cannot meet the. When Moses looked at himself, he said, "How can I go and speak to Pharaoh when you know that I'm a stammerer? How can I be the one who delivers the people when you know very well that I'm a murderer who killed somebody in Egypt and ran away? Then how do you send me back to the land?" Always ask us for difficult things. He always asks us to do things that are beyond our level. That today, if your dream is bigger than you, then it is without doubt that it is God who told you to do that dream. It is God who told you to pursue that dream, because if the dream is bigger than you, it tells you that is the work of the Lord. When it's bigger than your budget, when it's bigger than your talent, when it's bigger than your education, when it's bigger than you, you have to know that it's bigger than me, because God is the one that has instructed me to do this. Family, He will never call you to do something that is beneath you. He will never call you to do something that is within your means. Every time He calls, He makes sure that whatever He calls you to do, it is still beyond you. Every man and woman of faith They will tell you about how difficult it is to measure yourself in comparison to the vision of God. Every general of faith, when you were told the moon and the sheaves are bowing before you, and yet your brothers hate you, how would you even continuously believe that? It's even worse when you are even imprisoned, put inside of a dungeon of a prison, and then you're still keeping it that you are a prime minister. You look at yourself and your surrounding, and nothing is telling you that indeed you are a prime minister. David is full of saliva, running away from King Saul, and yet still is the king. Every dream is bigger than the one who carries it. Every vision is bigger than the one who carries the vision. When Gideon was afraid, he knew that I'm looking so small in comparison to the Midianites, that if I confront them, I risk to be destroyed. But yet the Lord had sent him for it. So I don't know what is it that you are embarking on. I don't know what journey that is before you. But what I know, if your dream is bigger than you, bigger than your budget, that dream is from God. If your vision is bigger than your abilities, is bigger than your capacity, then that vision is from God. Because every time He calls us to a journey of the unknown. He calls us into a journey that is beyond our capacity. Family, what keeps a man in pursuit of purpose, what keeps a man in pursuit of the vision of God, is not his ability.